All you gotta do is hit that button, hit play button, and the song. To the back left. Okay. Okay. Shabbat Shalom, Manzi, Lafayette, brother. Praise the mighty Yah. Okay. Shalom, Shalom, Omar Morris. Let's get fam. Let's get fam. All praise for God. Yeah, that's right. Along in one love, family. Okay. Praise the mighty Yah, Omar. All right. Shabbat Shalom. Yashabam. Praise the mighty Yah, brother. Shabbat Shalom, Rasta here. Play the money out, bro. Shabbat Shalom, CC, sister. Pray the money out, sister. Shabbat Shalom, Ron Torah. Pray the money out, bro. Shabbat Shalom, Joy Gladly. Play the money out, sister. Oh, yeah, number love, them hearts. That's right, number love. I got a question for y'all. Have anybody got when any preacher or priest or anybody, religious man or woman, to debate me? Anybody came over, talked to anybody or got with anybody yet to debate? They all scared. The word of Yah is too much for the bear. Oh yeah, I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all something here today about the word. Cold blood. Children of Yahshua, chosen of Yahuwah, I will run for the
the breastplate. Moses' brother had to wear a veil because he was close to Abba. Hebrew meaning father. King of kings, Yahweh, praise his holy name. David is chosen prince. Levites, birds of frankincense. We had the Ark of Yah in Jerusalem, aka Mount Zion. Mount Sinai, where we got the law. Handed to Moshe, most humble. He didn't make it in the promised land. I pray we make it in the promised land. The glorious land northeast. By the Mediterranean Sea, Jordan River running parallel. In the middle, brother, Yah. Our people make it Tefillah. More Salam, say Salah. Meaning prayer in two different tongues. This is the east we from. Full of palm trees, camelback, deserts, and a habitat. Before we want to fit it, cat, throwback, know that we really much more than stay on the descendants of the slave ships, Yahweh's heritage. The mighty Yah, the mighty Yah, mighty Yah, the mighty Yah, soon pop, the mighty Yah, the mighty Yah, the mighty Yah. Isaiah 43, it's not a mystery, it's only one. Yahweh stretched out the heavens, Exodus train where he gave his name. He delivered us from Egypt, I only praise the mighty Yahweh. Rest the Sabbath day, seventh day, SAT. Read the law when you get a chance, ASAP. Exodus 2:0, just a portion of the ancient scrolls. Y'all be home with the most high sin. Put your idols down, worshiping the dust of the ground. Whether human or graven image, I wear the fringes from the book of Numbers, chapter 15, 37 to verse 39. Prostrate with my bloodline, putting in work for the most high. Praying we eternally shot 12 tribes. Yes, the mighty Yah, the mighty Yah, mighty Yah, the mighty Yah, soon pop, the mighty Yah, the mighty Yah, the mighty Yah. We ought to be ashamed because we fell from so high above. We were the fewest feet married. God became his people. Now wanted dead by a lot of people. Make sure it's hot and equal. Yahshua and I evil. Praying every chance we get. Hallelujah. This is how we raise our strength. I get rid from sipping on that biblical script. Hennessy can't compete with this. Genesis to Malachi, let's exhibit. Prolific. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. My fam sacred. Us on the boats naked. Carolina, we were so naked. Toasted, gotta feel our pain. Same attitude from which we came. Palm trees about the same, but my kid don't remember their name. Yahweh, Yahshua, the children of Jerusalem. Jerusalem in your Bible, the throne of Yah.
Shalom, 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 brothers and sisters all over the world. I'm Yahudah ben Israel. I'm a Hebrew servant of the Most High Yah. And I want to give all honor, worship, praise, and glory to Yahweh by saying hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Praise the mighty Yah. Now, today's topic, I'm going to talk about Yahweh putting words in my mouth and the Hebrew Israelites on this earth mouth. He also put words in these jackleg preachers' mouth, but they gonna be liars. Yahweh either got you the truth, either you telling the truth or a lie. Ain't no in between, ain't no nothing. Either you lying or you telling the truth. That's it, that's all. And all these preachers and priests and on this earth is lying. The Hebrew servants of Yahweh and keep his laws and commandments. That you say it to you, I ain't gonna tell it to you. And now let me see. Let me start off in the book, but I'm gonna wait till that later. I'm gonna start off in the book of Exodus. Let's go to Exodus 4:1. Now Yahweh do not put his words in everybody's mouth. He only select few put his words in people's mouth. Only a remnant. Start at the first verse.
Exodus chapter 4, verse 1. And Moses answered and said, but behold, they will not believe me.
They ain't gonna believe me just like they don't believe me today.
Nor hearken unto my voice.
Just like they ain't listening to me today. They don't believe me. They ain't gonna. So Moses was a prophet, and they didn't believe him. So I ain't a fart in the windstorm, and they ain't gonna believe me.
For they will say, Yahweh have not appeared unto thee.
Yahweh ain't sent you, nigga. They'll say Yahweh ain't sent Moses. Yahweh ain't sent me. That's what they're going to say. Yahweh ain't sent you, nigga. Read.
And Yahweh said to him,
This is what Yahweh told Moses.
what is that in thy hand?
What's in your hand, Moses?
And he said, a rod. And
Go get that stuff in the corner. Yeah, I forgot it. It's in the corner. Now, let me show y'all what he's talking about. Shabbat Shalom, Mark Anthony. Yeah. Okay, now start over at the third verse.
And he said, cast it on the ground, and it became a serpent.
And it turned into a snake.
And Moses fled from before it.
Because he was scared of it.
And Yahweh said to Moses, put forth thy hand and take it by the tail.
He told Moses to grab the snake by the tail.
And he put forth his hand and caught it.
And he caught it.
And it became a rod in his hand.
And when it got back to Moses' hand, it became a rod.
That they may believe that Yahweh, Elohim of their fathers, the Elohim of Abraham, the Elohim of Isaac, and the Elohim of Jacob, hath appeared unto thee.
Now, when you do this in front of the nappy-headed Israelites that ain't got no faith, they're going to believe thee.
And Yahweh said furthermore unto him, put now thy hand into thy bosom.
Put your hand in your bosom.
And he put his hand into his bosom.
And he put his hand in his bosom.
And when he took it out, behold, his hand was leprous as snow.
His hand was white as snow. Let you know he was a black man. His hand was white as snow. He was leopard. Read.
And he said, put thy hand into thy bosom again.
Put your hand back in your bosom.
And he put his hand into his bosom again and plucked it out of his bosom. And behold, it was turned again as his other flesh.
It came back black just like it was the first time, his own flesh. Read.
And it shall come to pass, if they will not believe thee.
If these nappy-headed Israelites don't believe thee, then after these two miracles,
neither hearken to the voice of the first sign.
They ain't going to listen to the first sign. The first sign, when I threw the rod on the ground, it became a snake.
That they will believe the voice of the latter sign.
They're going to believe that when they see their hand come white and then go back black. They're going to believe that.
And it shall come to pass, if they will not believe also these two signs.
If these nappy-headed niggas ain't going to believe the two signs.
Neither hearken unto thy voice.
And they ain't going to listen to you, Moses.
That thou shalt take of the water of the river and pour it upon the dry land. And the water which thou takest out of the river shall become blood upon the dry land.
I'm going to turn the river blood.
And Moses said unto Yahweh.
This is what Moses told Yahweh.
O my Yahweh, I am not eloquent, neither heretofore, nor since thou hast put unto thy servant, but I am slow of speech and of a slow tongue. I
stutter when I talk. Moses told Yahweh, I stutter when I talk. I can't get the words out. I hesitate when I talk. He had a speech problem, Moses did. Now watch this, read.
And Yahweh said to him,
this is what Yahweh told Moses.
Who hath made man's mouth?
I made the man's mouth. I made your mouth, Moses. I made your mouth, Yehuda. I made all y'all mouth in this world. I made the mouth. Read.
Or who maketh the dumb?
I'm the one make the dumb. I make the mouth and I make the dumb as a box of rocks.
Or deaf.
I make you deaf.
Or the seeing.
I make you see.
Or the blind.
I make you Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles.
Have not I Yahweh?
I do it all. That's right. He told Moses, I made the mouth. I do it all. I don't think that's all I want. Let me see what's up. Oh yeah, keep reading.
Now therefore go, and I will be with thy mouth.
What? Say it again. Moses, I'm gonna be with your mouth. He with my mouth today. He said, watch, I'm gonna show you. Read. Go, Moses, I'm gonna be with your mouth.
And teach thee what thou shalt say.
And teach the people what to say, because I'm gonna get it from Yah, and you tell the people. I'm getting it from the book which Yahweh had Moses to write millions of years ago, and I'm popping corn and telling the people what to do and what not to do in Yahweh's eyes, not mine, because I ain't a fart in the windstorm. Don't praise me, praise Yah. You understand me? Read.
And he said, O my Yahweh, pray thee
I pray thee
by the hand of him whom thou wilt send. And the anger of Yahweh was kindled against Moses, and he said, Is not Aaron the Levite thy brother?
Is not Aaron your brother?
I know that he can speak well.
He can pop corn. Listen, Aaron can pop corn. He can speak well. Moses had a speech problem, but Yahweh said your brother Aaron can speak well. Read.
And also, behold, for to meet thee.
And Aaron coming to meet you right now.
And when he seeth thee,
and when he see you,
he will be glad in his heart.
He gonna be glad in his heart to see his brother Moses.
And thou shalt speak unto him.
This is what you tell your brother Aaron.
And put words in his mouth.
Put the words in his mouth. Take your words, Moses, out your mouth. Put them in Aaron's mouth. With a cold piece of work. Read.
And I will be with thy mouth.
What? What did he say?
And I will be with thy mouth.
Yahweh said, I'm going to be with your mouth. Read.
And with his mouth.
And with his mouth. I'm going to be with Moses' mouth, and I'm going to be with Aaron's mouth. He with my mouth, and he with y'all brother and sister mouth on him. Read.
And will teach you what ye shall do.
I'm going to teach you what to do. He told me what to do. He know I don't believe in no hippie on the stick, no Quran, no Hadith, no Book of the Dead, no New Testament. He told me not to do that. Read.
And he shall be thy spokesman unto the people.
And he gonna be a Philadelphia lawyer. Aaron gonna speak for Moses. And Moses, Yahweh gonna be with Moses' mouth and Aaron's mouth, but Aaron gonna speak for Moses. Read.
And he shall be, even he shall be to thee instead of a mouth, and thou shalt be to him instead of Elohim.
That's right. What verse you at?
17.
Okay, now that's all I needed right there. Yes, sir. Let's go to 13. Exodus 13. I mean, not Exodus 13. Exodus 9. I mean, 13 and 9. I mean, Exodus 13 and 9. I said it wrong the first time.
Exodus chapter 13, verse 9. And it shall be for a sign unto thee upon thy hand, and for a memorial between thine eyes, that Yahweh's law may be in thy mouth.
Yahweh's law supposed to be in your mouth.
For with a strong hand hath Yahweh brought thee out of Egypt.
That's right. Okay, let's go to Numbers. We're dealing with this mouth today. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to show y'all the difference between Yahweh's mouth and the devil's mouth and these people's lying mouth. I'm going to show you. What did I say? Numbers 22. Oh, yeah, this he's going to open up the ass mouth on this one. Okay, Numbers 22 and start at the 23rd verse. Now, he made a donkey mouth talk. Almighty made an animal mouth talk. Watch this. Read 22 and 23.
Numbers chapter 22, verse 23. And the ass of Yahweh standing in the way, and his sword drawn in his hand, and the ass turned aside
Now the angel had a sword in his hand standing in
out of the way, and went into the field. And Balaam and Balaam smote the ass to the way.
Smoke to mean hit her.
But the angel of Yahweh stood in a path of the vineyard, a wall being on this side, and a wall on that
this
side.
Read.
And when the ass saw the angel of Yahweh,
now the ass saw an angel of Yahweh.
She thrust herself unto the wall.
Into the wall.
And cursed Balaam's foot against the wall.
And crushed his foot into the wall.
And he smote her again.
And he hit her again.
And the angel of Yahweh went further and stood in a narrow place where was no way to turn either to the right hand or to the left. And when the ass saw the angel of Yahweh, she fell down under Balaam.
Fell down on the brother.
And Balaam's anger was kindled, and he smote the ass with a staff.
Then he hit her with this staff. He had a staff in his hand like this here, and he hit the ass.
And Yahweh opened the mouth of the ass.
Yahweh made the ass talk. Open her mouth. Read.
And she said to Balaam, what have I done unto thee?
What have I did to you? Now that's amazing right there. For Yahweh to open, what if the Most High open your dog and your cat mouth and he go to talking to you? Boy, you're gonna be amazed. Read.
That thou hast smitten me these 3 times.
You have hit me 3 times.
And Balaam said unto the ass, because thou hast mocked me.
Because you mocked me.
I would thine ass.
I'm not yours.
Upon which thou hast ridden ever since I was thine until this day.
You've been riding me ever since the beginning of time.
Was I ever want to do so unto thee?
They ain't never want to do nothing to you. Wrong.
And he said, nay.
No.
Then Yahweh opened the eyes of Balaam, and he saw the angel of Yahweh standing in the way, and fell flat on his face. And the angel of Yahweh said to him, wherefore hast thou smitten thine ass these 3 times?
Why you hit this ass 3 times?
Behold, I went out to withstand thee, because thy way is perverse before me. And the ass saw me and turned from me these 3 times. Unless she had turned from me, surely now also I had slain thee and saved her alive.
Okay, in other words, I wanted to get the point across that the Almighty Yahweh made an ass talk. That's right. Okay, let me see. Let's go to Deuteronomy 18. Yeah, Deuteronomy 18, and start the 18th verse.
Deuteronomy chapter 18, verse 18. I will raise them up a prophet from among their brethren.
I will raise them up a prophet from among the nappy-headed Israelite, their brothers. Not from the Christians, not to nobody of the Islamic people. Their brother one was Israel. I'm going to raise them up a prophet. Read.
Like unto thee.
Just like you, Moses. I'm going to raise up a prophet just like you, Moses. Popping corn talking about y'all only.
And will put my
words in Aaron's mouth and in Moses' mouth. A prophet. Read.
And he shall speak unto them all that I shall command him.
And he going to say the same thing that you said, Moses. Thus said Yah. Thus said Yah. The Almighty Yah. Everything is all about Yah. He ain't going to talk about no Quran or no New Testament or no another God. He going to be just like you, Moses. Read.
And it shall come to pass.
And when it come to pass,
that whosoever will not hearken unto my words, which he shall speak in my name.
That's right. I'm doing the same thing. I ain't saying I'm no prophet now, but I'm doing the same thing that the prophets did. I'm speaking in the name of Yah. And he said, the ones that don't hear what I'm got to read that again.
And it shall come to pass that whosoever will not hearken unto my words, which he shall speak in my name.
Whoever don't listen to this prophet who's speaking in my name,
I will require it of him.
I'm going to require it of you.
But the prophet which shall presume to speak a word in my name, which I have not commanded him to speak.
Now these people that's going around speaking in the name of other gods and all this, and I ain't sent them. That's what it's talking about.
Or that shall speak in the name of other gods.
Or you speak in the name of another God. You go to talk about the Quran and the New Testament and all these other books and go to talking about this land. Hold it. Put something down. Okay. If you go to talking like this, read that. If you go to talking, this is all you hear in the United States and on TV. Lies.
When you say old and new book go together.
When you say the Old Testament and the New Testament go together, you told a lie.
JC died for our sins.
When you say somebody or a man, JC or anybody died for the sins of the world or you a lie.
JC is the only begotten son.
When you tell the world JC is the only begotten son, you told a lie.
You got to go through JC to get to Yah.
When you tell people that you got to go through JC to get to God or Yahweh, you a lie.
When you say Yahweh sent JC.
When you tell me Yahweh sent his only begotten son, which is JC, that's a lie.
When you say JC was perfect.
When you say JC was perfect, that's a lie.
JC is a sacrificial lamb.
When you say JC is our sacrificial lamb, you a lie. Now read.
Even that prophet shall die.
You gonna die when you talk like that. Read that again. Read that 19 again.
And it shall come to pass that whosoever will not hearken unto my words which he shall speak in my name.
I'm speaking in the name of Yah. When you don't listen to me and I'm speaking in the name of Yah, read.
I will require it of him.
I'm going to require it of you.
But the prophet which shall presume to speak a word in my name, which I have not commanded him to speak.
I have not told TD Jack, Clublow Dollar, all these Jack-led preachers. I ain't told them to tell them people nothing.
Or thou shalt speak in the name of other gods.
Because they're speaking in the name of the Quran and the New Testament of other gods.
Even that prophet shall die.
Almighty gonna knock his head off.
And if thou say in thy heart, how shall we know the word which Yahweh hath not spoken?
How we gonna know the difference between a lie and the truth? How we gonna know when he lying and when he telling the truth?
When a prophet speaking in the name of Yahweh.
When the prophet speak in the name of Yah.
If the thing follow not.
If it don't follow not.
Nor come to pass.
And it don't happen, don't come to pass.
That is the thing which Yahweh have not spoken.
That is a lying dog. He's a lying dog. Almighty ain't spoke to that nigga.
But the prophet has spoken presumptuously.
Has spoken presumptuously.
Thou shalt not be afraid of him.
Don't be studying. Don't listen to him because he's lying. If he ain't talking about Yahweh and King David and all the laws and commandments, statutes, and precepts and judgment of Yah, he ain't worth two dead flies. And I'm going to get on down through it today. Now, what was that? Deuteronomy?
Yeah.
Okay, let me see. Deuteronomy 30. Go to 30. Watch this here. Here's Deuteronomy 30 and start at the 10th verse. Yes, sir.
Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 10. If thou shalt hearken unto the voice of Yahweh the Elohim.
If you hearken to Yahweh.
To keep his commandments.
Keep his commandments. He didn't never told you to go to church, be baptized and wear a cross and talk about that New Testament Quran. He ain't never told you that, but that's what you do.
Which are written in this book of the law.
Written in this book, not no other book. Read it again.
To keep his commandments and his statutes which are written in this book of the law.
Written in this book of the law because this is the only book and the only law.
And if thou turn to Yahweh thy Elohim with all thy heart.
And when you turn to Yahweh with all your heart.
And with all thy soul.
With all your soul.
For this commandment which I command thee this day is not hidden from thee.
These commandments ain't hidden from you.
Neither is it far off.
They ain't in Afghanistan and over somewhere else. In Russia. They ain't over there.
It is not in heaven.
It ain't up in heaven where somebody got to go up and get them for you.
That thou shouldest say, who shall go up for us to heaven?
Y'all, who gonna go to heaven to get the commandment? Because we don't know where they're at. We don't know. Excuses. Read.
And bring it unto us.
And bring it down for us so we can do it.
That we may hear it.
Then we can hear it. When somebody go get it, it's right here.
And do it.
And do it.
Beyond the sea.
It ain't down in the ocean. It ain't in the Mississippi River. It ain't in the water.
That thou and bring it unto us.
And go get it and bring it to us.
That we may hear it.
Then we can hear it.
The word is very nigh unto thee.
Up in Quran right now today. I'm showing you what it say. I got it, but you ain't studying it.
Heart that thou mayest do it.
In thy mouth and in thy heart, you supposed to do it.
See, I have set before thee this day life and good,
Yahweh said, I say before you this day life and good,
and death and evil,
and death and evil go together. Read.
and that I command thee this day to love Yahweh the Elohim,
He commanded us to love him, and he gonna show you how to love. Let's see if he gonna say go to church or get a religion or be baptized, any of that junk. What he gonna say?
to walk in his ways,
He wants you to walk in his ways. He didn't say go no church.
and to keep his commandments and his statutes and his judgments,
That's what he want us to do.
that thou mayest live and multiply.
Live and multiply. Do you do this? That's what he want us to do.
And Yahweh thy Elohim shall bless thee and the land whether thou goest to possess it.
Then you gonna be blessed. But if you gonna be cursed, if you doing everything else, okay, you want me to break it? What the commandments you mean, Mark Anthony? Break the commandments down? I'll just do that after I get through teaching because I get thrown off like that. Okay, what this saying here is when you go aside of the laws and commandments, you're going to be cursed. The Almighty gave us law. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's bag up. Let's back up to 14.
But verse 14,
yeah.
But the word is very nigh unto thee.
The word is right here on this table.
In thy mouth.
And it's in my mouth. It's coming out my mouth.
And in thy heart.
And in my heart.
That thou mayest do it.
Do it. Because when you love Yahweh, you're going to do it. You ain't going to talk about it. You're going to be about it. You love everything else and do it. When you love Yahweh, you're going to do it. Read.
See, I have set before thee this day life and good, and death and evil, and that I command thee this day to love Yahweh the Elohim.
And this how you love Yahweh the Elohim.
To walk in his ways.
You walk in all Yahweh ways.
And to keep his commandments.
And you keep all his commandments and statutes. That's how you know you love Yah. And if you don't do that, you hate him. Read.
Thee and the land whether thou goest to possess it.
Read.
But if thy heart turn away.
But if your heart go to the New Testament and go to all this junk, if you go to that, read.
So that thou will not hear.
You ain't gonna hear me. You ain't listening to me. You listening to JC and all these other folk gods.
But shall be drawn away.
If you be drawn away by listening to TDJ Club, all them clowns.
And worship other gods.
And you worship the New Testament and the Quran.
And serve them.
And you serve this junk.
I denounce unto you this.
Yahweh said, I denounce.
That ye shall surely perish.
You go for sure go to hell and perish. Why? Because I didn't tell you to go to church. I didn't tell you to put that cross on your neck. I didn't tell you to do none of this retarded stuff you're doing today. But you do it. Read.
And that ye shall not prolong your days upon the land.
And you ain't gonna live no long time on this land, which is Yahweh's land.
Whether thou passest over Jordan to go to possess it.
That's right.
I call heaven and earth to record this day against you.
Yahweh using the heaven and the earth to record everything you say and do.
That I have set before you life and death.
Life and death, the commandments and not keeping the commandment. Life and death. The Old Testament and the New Testament. Life and death. Death is the New Testament and life is the Old Testament. Read.
Blessing and cursing.
Blessing and cursing. Blessing if you keep the Old Testament, and a cursing if you keep the New Testament. Read.
Therefore choose life.
Choose the New Testament, Old Testament. That's life.
That both thou and thy seed may live.
That you might live by the Old Testament.
That thou mayest love Yahweh the Elohim.
Love Yahweh the Elohim. It didn't say like him or care about him. It say love Yahweh.
And that thou mayest obey his voice.
Obey Yahweh's voice. Because if you love him, you're going to obey his voice.
And that thou mayest cleave unto him.
Get next to Yah.
For he is thy life.
Yahweh is your life. Who you think woke you up this morning? Yahweh the only one woke you up this morning, fool. Why you talking about somebody else, fool?
And the length of thy days.
He the one make you live a long time, 80, 90, 100 years old. Yahweh is the doer of that.
that thou mayest dwell in the land which Yahweh swore unto thy fathers, to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob.
That's right. That's all I need. Okay. Now, let's go to okay, let me see what I want. Okay. Go to 2 Samuel. Yeah, 2 Samuel 1:1. First verse, chapter 1, verse 1.
2 Samuel chapter 1, verse 1. Now it came to pass after the death of Saul, when David was returned from the slaughter of the Amalekites, and David had abode 2 days in Ziklag. It came even to pass on the third day that, behold, a man came out of the camp from Saul with his clothes rent and earth upon his head. And it was so, when he came to David, that he fell to the earth and did obeisance. And David said unto him, From whence comest thou? And he said unto him, Out of the camp of Israel am I escaped. And David said unto him, How went the matter? I pray thee, tell me. And he answered, Many of the people also are fallen and dead. And Saul and Jonathan his son are dead also. And David said unto the young man that told him, How knowest thou that Saul and Jonathan his son be dead?
How you know this? How you know Saul and his son dead? Talking to this young dude.
And young man that told him said, As I happened by chance upon Mount Gilboa, behold, Saul leaned upon his spear.
Saul committed suicide. He killed himself. Saul did. Read.
And lo, the chariots and horsemen followed hard after him.
They followed hard after him.
And when he looked behind him, he saw me and called unto me. And I answered, Here am I. And he said unto me, Who art thou? And I answered him, I am an
Amalite. We'll just say Amalite. Yeah, Amalite. But he the opposition. He not no Hebrew. He's Amalite. Now watch this.
And he said unto me again, Stand, I pray thee, upon me, and slay me, for anguish is come upon me.
Now Saul told his son told him. His son said, let me see. He said it again, and stand, pray thee, and said to slay me. He killed me. He told him to kill him. Amalek.
Because my life is yet whole in me. So I stood upon him and slew him.
So the Amalek bragging, y'all. He messed up. He's telling King David what happened, and he slew him anyway. Watch this.
Because I was sure that he could not live after that he was fallen.
You ain't know nothing. You ain't supposed to kill Saul. He the anointed one. Read.
And I took the crown that was upon his head.
After I killed him, I took the crown off of his head.
And the bracelet that was on his arm.
And the bracelet that he was wearing.
And had brought them hither unto my master.
And he thought he was doing King David a favor. Boy, watch this here, y'all. Read.
Then David took hold on his clothes and rent them, and likewise all the men that were with him.
Because they was upset.
And they mourned.
And they cried and wept.
And fasted until even for Saul and for Jonathan his son.
That's right. King David did this. Now watch this.
And for the people of Yahweh and for the house of Israel, because they were fallen by the sword.
Because everybody died that day by the sword.
And David said unto the young man that told him.
Now David said to this Amalek man, the ops, that told him,
Whence art thou?
Where you from?
And he answered, I am the son of a stranger.
I'm a son of a stranger. I'm an Amalek.
Amalekite. And David said unto him, How was to destroy Yahweh's anointed?
Man, why you weren't scared to put your hands on the anointed one, even though Saul was evil and wicked and right, but he still was anointed by Yah, and that man supposed to have enough respect just for that. And King David, he trying to kill King David, and King David wouldn't kill him. So how in the world you got enough balls and nuts to kill the anointed one when I'm the king, and I could have been had him killed or killed him, but I didn't, because he's Yahweh's anointed one. Now watch this, y'all.
And David called one of the young
men and said,
"Go near and fall upon him.
Go near and kill this Amalek, because he killed the anointed one of Yah," which is Saul. Read.
And he smote him that he died.
He smote him, he died. Now watch this, y'all.
And David said unto him, Thy blood be upon thy head.
Your own blood gonna be up on your head. Why? Watch his own blood gonna be on my head. Now watch this, y'all.
For that
your mouth got you killed. You thought you was doing King David a favor, man. Running, I got his diamond ring in the. What you mean you brought all this, man? You killed the king, Yahweh's king, the anointed one. Man, look, I don't care nothing about that. I'm weeping and crying, even though he was my enemy. But man, you ain't had no right to put your hand on the anointed one. Your mouth will get you killed. He thought he was doing it great. He thought he was doing King David a favor by killing Saul, because he knew Saul was his enemy. But that wasn't his job. That wasn't his place. You the ops. You's an Amalek, and you to kill the Hebrew and think you finna get some brownie points. Man, you retarded. Boy, listen, that's a cold lick there, y'all. Read that again, because I like, boy.
And David said unto him, Blood be upon thy head.
Your own blood. What came out your mouth gonna get you killed.
For thy mouth have testified against thee.
Your mouth have got you killed today. Since you bragging. Okay, that's all I needed on that. I'm just showing you about the book says it's a time to shut up and it's a time to talk. Hold on, let me see. First, let me see what I want. Okay, first go to 1 King. And start at 13 and 20.
1 Kings chapter 13, verse 20. And it came to pass, as they sat at the table, that the word of Yahweh came unto the prophet that brought him back. And he cried unto the man of Elohim that came from Judah, saying, Thus saith Yahweh, for as much as thou hast disobeyed the mouth of Yahweh,
disobey the mouth of Yah,
and has not kept the commandment which Yahweh that Elohim commanded thee.
That's right. They doing it right now today. They ain't obeying the commandments of Yahweh. All he wants you to do is obey his mouth. And when he came out with his mouth with it, that's law. That ain't gonna never change. All the way to the grave, y'all. Okay, let's go to let's see. Yeah, this cold blooded right here. 17 and let me see where I want to start. Oh yeah, let me see. I'm gonna speed it up. Let me see. Okay, yeah, we're gonna start at 17 and 1. I'm gonna do
it. 1 Kings chapter 17, verse 1. And Elijah the Tishbite, who was of the inhabitants of Gilead, said to Ahab, As Yahweh Elohim of Israel liveth, before whom I stand, there shall not be dew nor rain these years, but according to my word. Part of Yahweh came unto him, saying, Get thee hence, and turn thee ward, and hide thyself by the brook Cherith, that is before Jordan. And it shall be that thou shalt drink of the brook.
You're gonna drink from the brook.
And I have commanded the ravens there.
And the birds gonna bring you something to eat, Elisha. You can drink from the brook, but these birds gonna feed you.
So he went and did according unto the word of Yahweh.
He always listened to Yahweh, which we supposed to be doing right now today. Still listen to Yah. What verse we at?
5. For he went and dwelt by the brook Cherith, that is before Jordan. And the ravens brought him bread and flesh in the morning.
Yahweh had the birds to feed Elisha.
and bread and flesh in the evening, and he drank of the brook. And it came to pass after a while that the brook dried up, because there had been no rain in the land. And the word of Yahweh came unto him, saying, Arise, get thee to Zarephath, to Zidon, and dwell there. Behold, I have commanded a widow woman there to sustain thee. So he arose and went to Zarephath and said, Fetch me, I pray thee.
That's what Elijah told the lady. Fetch me, I pray thee.
A little water
Read.
in a vessel, that I may drink.
Give me
Her, and said, Bring me, I pray thee, a morsel of bread in thy hand.
And by the way, bring me some bread too. Bring me some water and some bread back.
And she said, As Yahweh thy Elohim liveth, I have not a cake, but a handful of meal in a barrel, and a little oil in a cruse. And behold, I am gathering 2 sticks, that I may go in and dress it for me and my son, that we may eat it and die.
Because at that time they had sticks. They used sticks to stir their food with, and have no spoons and forks, so they used sticks to stir up the food. Read.
And Elijah said unto her, Fear not, go and do as thou hast said.
Do what you're going to do.
But make me thereof a little cake first.
Make me the cake first. Feed me first.
And bring it unto me.
And bring it to me.
And after make for thee and for thy son.
Then you cook your son and you son, but feed me first.
For thus saith Yahweh Elohim of Israel, the barrel of meal shall not waste, neither shall the cruse of oil fail, until the day that Yahweh sendeth rain upon the earth. And she went and did according to the saying of Elijah.
And she listened to Elijah. She fed Elijah before she fed her own baby and herself. Well, Elijah was a prophet. She posed to do this first. Read.
And she and he and her house did eat many days.
They ate many days.
And the barrel of meal wasted not.
It didn't spoil.
Neither did the cruse of oil fail.
That's right. It didn't get the oil. It didn't Elijah.
The woman, the mistress of the house, fell sick. And sickness was so sore.
Was very sick, about to die.
That there was no breath left in him.
There wasn't no breath in him now.
And she said to Elijah, What have I to do with thee?
What I got to do with you, Elijah?
O thou man of Elohim, art thou come unto me to call my sin to remembrance and to slay my son?
Did you come to slay my son?
And he said unto her, Give me thy son.
Give me your son.
And he took him out of her bosom.
He grabbed her from out of her book because she was holding, so he took him.
And carried him up into the loft, where he abode, and laid him upon his own bed.
He laid
unto Yahweh.
Cried unto Yahweh. He didn't cry to nobody else.
And said, O Yahweh my Elohim, hast thou also brought evil upon the widow with whom I sojourn by slaying her son?
Have you brought evil upon this lady and her son?
And he stretched himself upon the child 3 times.
He stretched up both man.
And
he cried